Well, happy summer, happy July. We believe in July we're going to moon so hard. We're going to moon very, very hard. Bitcoin will break out and we're going to go to the banana zone. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing time to be alive and to trade crypto. This is the best part of the cycle ahead of us. Yes, yes.
Definitely, CM. Definitely. We're just waiting in anticipation for Bitcoin to stop with the shenanigans and just go to that banana zone that we believe should occur. Again, the last leg of the bull market, we believe that's what's about to come. And of course, before we just have choppiness, Bitcoin kind of creating max pain. As we know, Bitcoin loved doing that max pain. I'm coming, not yet. I'm going, and not yet. I'm, 3 to 4 times until it really, makes the move. But we just need to be ready. We need to make sure that we're steady towards it. And once it happens, we need to be, positioned accordingly, once that happens. And, we're waiting for it to happen just like anyone else. We attempted a few positions, small, jockeying for position type of positions, trying to figure out where is the best, asset to be positioned in. Right now, it's kind of chopping, but hey, when things are going to break out, probably going to be, a strong breakout, as you said, man. Just waiting for that happen, just waiting. And you know what happens usually in the last legs, CM? Beautiful things happen, man, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin actually looking pretty nice, man. And let me show you the clean chart here. This is the Bitcoin. You can see we talked about it. We had 3 rejections already from this trend line on the daily chart we're looking now. And yeah, looking nice. You had 2 days here in the red. Very, very, filthy, annoying behavior here.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's bouncing, trying to bounce. You can see the 8-hour candle looking pretty bouncy. I like this type of candles here, where it goes down first and then you had a little tail here at the lows with a nice, hopefully full candle. We need to see, we have in 44 minutes. Also, we need to see the daily. It will be amazing to see, the daily candle go all the way and take out the high, take out the 109. That would be like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And that's what I'm looking for, when Bitcoin start, it's just gonna go, and many people are gonna miss out. Many people are gonna miss out on the next breakout, like they always do. It's gonna be fast, it's gonna be furious, and it's gonna be amazing opportunity to make money trading Bitcoin and altcoins. And many people are now they're cooked, they got cooked completely, in the summer they're going vacations, and they're many of them cooked, holding rubbish coins, sold everything in a loss. They left crypto, many left crypto, and it looks like now only the big whales, the Black Rocks, and they're the only players now. The altcoin traders, they're cannot call them even traders. The altcoin investors, they are cooked, man. They are holding cryptos in a downtrend, and really they're gonna miss out on the next major movers now. So yeah, really, it's gonna be amazing, man. This is the best type of environment, when the market is boring, very boring, and then you have like the pips, a catalyst that spark the next explosive move. And really, people that are on the live now, guys, leave us a like, give us a like, please. We need your like, we need your likes. And this is summer now. We're coming at you, Joe will go vacation. Now we're gonna go vacation as well. We give you all our time. Please like the videos. It really helps the channel. And once we like it, we're gonna make it more. And yeah.
Look, CM, I want to share something from a sentiment standpoint, right? Let me just enlarge this a little bit so people can actually see it. Just wait a second. I'm going to find it right here. So over here, we can see the fear and greed, okay? It's not really zooming in as I would like, but, we're at 107 right now, roughly 3% from a huge all-time high above $100,000 for a while now. We have been respecting that psychological number, besides an hour that we went below it for a second and went back into range. And yet the greed level is very at its minimal. It's almost natural. Okay, it's almost at its neutral areas. 63 for over a month now. It's been in these areas. Okay, so it's not. We can see over here. It's been since, let's call it a while now. It's been kind of navigating below the 70s. Even for one day, maybe it went above it, but below the 70s for so long. Even though we have been above $100,000 on Bitcoin for the past month. Okay, people are really sleeping on this right now. It seems like people are sleeping on it. As you said, they are afraid, they are uncertain in a certain way. CM, they have PTSD in a sense where that in the Bitcoin has slammed all altcoins in the past over a year now, besides November, where you had like a run of a couple of coins. If you were fast and furious about the coins, for example, TRX, we traded, and some other one, when was a good trade before it kind of got smashed and cooked, right? So if you didn't take those good trades, okay, you're actually cooked for over a year right now, okay? And that is what's creating an atmosphere where people are remembering, they have recency bias of that things are not working really well, and the hope that they will work is kind of diminishing. As you said, people are looking at the stock market now that it's all-time high. Maybe they took the money, maybe they're looking at the stock market now because, hey, the stock market is all-time high. Oh, maybe I'll look at gold, maybe I'll look at oil, and all of a sudden they're losing the sight on Bitcoin that is creating right now what we believe at this given moment with the data we have right now, okay, that it's just creating, a base to jump from to new highs. And we believe it's going to be the last leg in ferocious. So the sentiment, that's why I'm trying to show this. The sentiment is kind of agreeing with your standpoint, CM, where people are kind of sleeping and snoozing on it, and it will take people by surprise with high probability.
This guy is saying the market feels worse than an actual bear market. Bear market of the past didn't feel this brutal. Well, probably you didn't experience a real bear market, man. And what for sure is happening to you, sir, is that you are positioned in cryptos. You are holding rubbish coins that are going down in a Bitcoin bull market. That's actually your fault. You don't need to blame the market for your underperformance, because Bitcoin just had a 7x already this cycle, or whatever it is, from 15 now almost 10x, man, from 15K to 115K. You had many money seasons that we talked about, many explosive moments of altcoins, individual altcoins that could made you boatload, but you missed it. Why? Because your coin selection is horrific, and you don't know how to flip your coins from these guys to these guys on the right moment when they top out.
Well, CM, his name is SBF Ragdu, so I assume he was in FTX. So maybe he did experience a bear market in the past, but I will argue something different, CM. Something that in the lines of what you're saying, but I will add to it. People can't fathom the fact that Bitcoin is in a technical bull market and altcoins are in a bear market for a while. That is the dissonance that they are feeling. They're like, oh, how can it be? Bitcoin is next to all-time highs. It's still in the bull market, but the coins that they are holding are in a bear market for a while. For some of the coins, they're in a bear market for over a year now. Okay, for example, Caspa. For other coins, they've been in a bear market for 6 months. Depends on, as you said, the coin selection of people that have been holding. Okay, then potentially, I don't know this man, SBF Rugby. I don't know how is he positioned, but a lot of people are positioned in alts that got smoked and smashed, while Bitcoin is still in a technical bull market. Okay, and I think that is the big difference. Oh, and that's good for him.
That's the thing. If you've been here for a while from 2017, you need to understand that something you are doing is wrong. something's doing wrong. You gotta understand the market gives you feedback all the time, and it's very hard. I understand what you say. It's very hard to trade altcoins this market because it's nothing like the last cycles, especially not like 2017. Where is this stuff? I'll show you some charts of the altcoin. Let's look on total free. Okay, so total free is bearish, man. It's still bearish here. Let me look on regular scale. Alrighty, to go this 200-day. You can see it's still below the 200-day MA, the total free. Okay, so the total market, altcoin market as a whole, it's bearish, it's weak, it's rubbish, man. It's absolute rubbish. It's not really exploding, just like last cycle. Last cycle you had an explosion. Here we had in November a very nice move on these altcoins. But again, not all altcoins participate. Not all altcoins participate. And actually, what the sad reality is, the coins of the Moon Boys clowns on YouTube, the coins that everybody likes to buy, they're rubbish. They don't do nothing. Only the hated coins did here. The XRP and the HBAR.
And ADA and stuff like that. But put this on a weekly standpoint. See, I'm showing everyone that from a weekly standpoint, we didn't really break to new highs on the total 3 from past cycle, meaning that altcoins as a group, really were outperformed by Bitcoin by a long shot, because Bitcoin made, right now, well, it made 6-7x almost, but from one high to another, at least it made another 50% from last high. Altcoins couldn't even muster a new all-time high at all. Okay, so and that exactly comes to your point and what we are saying for a while. Okay, if you didn't have good coin selection, and if you didn't take profit on those coin selection, because if you got lucky and you just held and you didn't take your profits, you just got smoked this cycle. Because, and especially for people like Mr. SBF Rugby over here, that he's here for a while, since 2017, they believe that the cycles are still the same, that we're going to get that altcoin season over and over again, and we're going to get the same cycles. No, 2017 and 2020 and 20, those have passed. There were different markets. In 2017, crypto was so new. Bitcoin was a shitcoin all by itself. Everything was so new. And in 2020, 21, we had the best liquidity push in the markets the world has ever seen due to COVID. Okay, we're in such a different market right now, people. So that is what you said to him, that if you're doing the same thing like you did in 2017, you got smoked, because in 2017 you just held and everything was popping. We're in a different market.
Yeah, man. And this guy's saying everyone thinks all the altcoins are gonna pump when Bitcoin dominance go down, but the thing is, Bitcoin dominance is not going down, it's just not going down. And we talked about the possibility of an altcoin mega bear market because of the dominance big double bottom here. What the Moon Boys from the toilet are calling, they are calling for this whole thing as a bearish thing, and they have this stupid trend line that already broke many months before, that is, that Bitcoin dominance is going down, is in a bear market, is in a bear market. No, man, Bitcoin dominance made a significant double bottom on a yearly, from 2017, that was your first bottom, and then you had a second bottom in 2022, 2021 top. Okay, so this is the double bottom on the Bitcoin dominance. What it says, pretty much, this chart is saying, maybe you're gonna get a rejection at some point here or here, whatever, but this chart want to go higher. This chart want to go here. So, eventually Bitcoin dominance is going to come back up to the 90s, man. And I think it's going to happen in our next bear market, Jomo. Our next bear market, I think dominance is going to come up so high, and altcoins, they're just going to shut them down. The founders, they're just going to go to their computer and they just, okay, I'm out. They're going to just shut out all these cryptos. I'm out. And that's it. It's gonna be, you're gonna have Bitcoin, you're gonna have maybe a little bit Ethereum, but they're all gonna collapse in value and lose all their value. That's what's probably gonna happen. But before that, there is a chance we're gonna see a major altcoin season or crypto season. Let's call it crypto season,
Yeah.
or fueled by the Bitcoin rally. And your job as altcoin traders is to buy the right coins on the right time. We invite you all to join our VIP because that's what we do for a living. Okay, we are committed to find the best performing altcoins, and obviously we trade Bitcoin as well when it's moving, because Bitcoin can be an amazing trade as well. Make sure to join our VIP if you want to get all our trade alerts, all our market updates, everything.
Exactly. And be ready for the next seminar. It's going to happen Wednesday, July 23rd. So in 20 days, we're preparing something beautiful. Okay, this is a sneak peek. We're going to tell you exactly what the seminar is about in a couple of days. But right now, know that we're going to have a seminar in July 23rd. It's going to be a beautiful seminar. We're going to teach you something beautiful. Okay. And look, CM, just to your point, okay, you said, I don't believe we're going to get an altcoin season ever again, like a true altcoin season that everything is like pumping. I don't see it happening because too many, as someone said over here, there are too many coins out there being created. I think like in every given day, like there's thousands of new coins a day. Okay, there are thousands of new coins a day. Okay, people need to grasp it. Imagine the stock market would have 1,000 new companies IPOing each day in the stock market. Every day, 1,000 new companies. Okay, that will make that would have made the stock market worthless. That's not how the stock market operates. But in the crypto market, which is very much like a penny stock, it's like full of garbage, full of craptos, full of rug pulls, full of scammers, right? People need to up their game. Okay, people need to up their game to understand that crypto became, for if you want to be successful, right? If you don't just want to be a gambler, if you want to be consistently successful, if you want to win year after year, you need to up your game. You need to have better coin selection. You need to have good risk management. You need to know that sometimes if you choose a loser, how out and displace it with something that is an upcoming leader, not to be attached and get in love with the coin just because you read the white paper, as we like to say. No, that's all bygones. Okay, the new crypto, okay, is for people that want to put somewhat of an effort to try and weed out the real winners, not by what they think is the good, by technology, whatever, just what the price action, where the money is going. That's what we believe. Okay, and that's what we're going to teach, and that's what we teach in our memberships as well. And just to make sure people understand, CM, some people in our audience, they have a lot of money. Okay, we have members with a lot of money also. Okay, if you're one of those people that has more than $100,000, for example, and you have just been losing, okay, in the past cycle because you lost it, you're thinking this is 2017 or 2020 again. Stop losing money. Stop the boom and bust cycle where you make a little money but you lose all back. You make a little money, you lose all back. Stop with that. Stop round tripping and join our elite VIP for people with deeper pockets that need better guidance, someone to take their hand a bit stronger in the beginning to kind of move them in the right direction, because every mistake someone makes with a big account, okay, that's a lot of money. Stop making those mistakes and join our elites. You can scan the QR code and go check that out. Okay, yeah, cool. What are you seeing, CM?
And this guy's saying 4-year cycle couldn't be over now. Maybe we don't we'll see later. But yeah, definitely could happen.
I
John,
never traded based on the 4-year cycle as a trade. I just understood that it might happen. If it happens, boom, I understand. CM, you and I both, we don't look at the chart and say, hey, 4 years started now, 4 years ended now. We look at the charts and we have easy ways to understand where a bull market starts and where a bear market starts. Okay, we know how to look at the price action to find it. We don't need theories to kind of guide us.
Yeah, man, this is it's not untradeable. It's untradeable. Maybe on the Bitcoin, if you buy, but still you need to know when to buy. Chart is everything.
Exactly, price action, everything, man.
ETH is prime example of what is happening to altcoin. Actually, Ethereum is actually it's starting to look okay, but again, you need Ethereum strength for altcoin season.
But Jovan has a point. It is a prime example of what's been happening. People have been holding it for this entire bull market of Bitcoin without making any gains almost on it. So it is a kind of a prime example of what's been happening.
Yeah. You can see the last cycle, Ethereum. Look at Ethereum, the last cycle, Ethereum dollar
Exactly.
here. Ethereum dollar here went bananas here on the DeFi and on the. It just had a beautiful bull market. And look at Ethereum now. It's still under its all-time high of the last cycle, way under its all-time high, and it had an ETF. You have Ethereum ETF, and even with that, the Ethereum couldn't make a new all-time high. That's not good. That shows the real crappiness of altcoins. It actually shows, that I think all the staking of the Ethereum coins and the staking and the inflation of these coins, and also the creation of all these new coins is what makes this market so inflated and weak. And then all the big VCs and the big investors, they just dump in and they print more and more of these coins, and then hey, you print more coins, and what happened to the value? The value is going down. There is not enough demand to buy all these new coins that being minted or printed out of thin air. And then look what happened. Only Bitcoin getting stronger. Why? Because Bitcoin have more demand now with the ETF, less mining distribution because the halving. Bitcoin just getting scarce and more attractive and more sexy, while the other cryptos just getting old, fat, and ugly. So people are dumping them for the Bitcoin. Not talking about all the big institutions. So, and man, this market, the crypto market, it need a serious flash. It needs a serious flash, and we're gonna get it later, probably. After Bitcoin will top out. Let's see. Crypto season is good alternative name. Yes, much better than alt season. Alt season, all these clowns on YouTube calling for alt season for already 20 years, and it's not coming. It's not coming because Bitcoin dominance keep going up. So the altcoin season is there is no evidence for alt season yet.
No.
Hey, how Flock and Cubic looking?
Well, Vok is a member. Oh, I think he was in the last seminar. Vok, join the membership, man. We talk about these coins all the time. You want to talk about it, CM? I just have like 10 more minutes before I need to wrap it up. So whatever you want to
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
we can do.
I'll look at it. I'll look at it quickly. Cubic. Let's look on Cubic here. This guy is kind of cooked still. Still cooked. You can see this is the what the fuck. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Now this is Cubic again. It had a shot here of breakout, kinda, but it's now turning down. Well, it's consolidating here. Nothing here. Once it break that level, maybe you want to take a little stab at it if that's your cup of tea. We maybe gonna take a little stab. Join the VIP. We'll let you know once we're buying. At the moment, it's rubbish. Flock.
It's a low volume
It's a,
coin
it's
also. So
it's a low volume.
it's not the best.
Flock is also taking its time. Had a big move here and coming back down here now, heavy on these trend lines. So at the moment, not my cup of tea. It's on my radar, but it's not on the hot list at the moment. After this correction.
For sure. I agree with what you said. Nothing
Biggest
to add.
alt season ahead. We shall see, sir. We hope for it. We hope for it, but we're not gonna cry if we're not gonna get it, because we're gonna print anyway. Either way, whether it's with Bitcoin, whether it's with few selected coins, we're gonna print other way. Okay, we don't need the full blown alt season two. We just need a crypto season, and that's it.
Exactly.
Remember,
Yeah, Phil is talking about the 90-day tariff pause that ends in July 9th. So there's a possibility the market can dip again, which means have powder on the side, fellas. Look, you're I don't, subscribe to the way that you talk a little bit, even though you seem excited. So I don't want to be, putting you down or anything. We always have powder on the side. I mean, we don't we're not all in just because we want to be all in, or we don't put powder on the side just because we believe a dip is coming. Okay, that's how most people think, and we believe that most people are kind of losing in the markets because this kind of mentality is not the correct mentality. Okay, the correct mentality is to be positioned, all right, for a move higher, or be positioned in cash because you don't believe a move is going to come. Okay, or if you want to position for a move lower in shorts, that's also something that you can do. Okay, so look, what you're saying about the tariff, it's ending. What can happen? Anything can happen. We know past time, actually, there was a big dip because of tariffs. However, we also know that Trump made everything that he could in order to make sure the markets are not affected. Okay, and now we have the benefit of hindsight, knowing that if something will happen to the markets, Donald Trump is going to come, or Mr. President Trump is going to come and try and fix it ASAP. So maybe, everyone is going to price that in. So will a dip come? We don't know. Maybe that will happen. The date is quite near. Okay, so we're going to wait for that and see what happens. I don't think this is going to be any black swan like what happened in April, where we had like a short-term kind of gray swan, let's call it. Okay, that's not my belief. Anyways, I don't subscribe to this, kind of mentality of needing to have powder for buying the dips. We don't buy the dips. We buy at the correct, risk to reward standpoint. That's what we do over and over again. Sam, want to add something to it?
yeah, man. All good, man. This is like regular stuff. We always have USDT on the side. People in crypto, they always all in. So they are, they will always lose the opportunities that emerging all the time because they're always all in. Oh, I'm all in on Caspa. Oh, I'm all in on Turbo. That's why you cooked, man. 2020 alt season was legendary.
Yeah, DeFi summer was amazing for sure.
I'm from an Arab country. Can I join your group? Salam alaikum, sir. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum
Of course, you
assalam.
can join, man. We have a lot of people that from Dubai, from Qatar, man. That's perfectly fine, man. Actually, a very good crypto traders are from Dubai because this is the best place to live as a crypto trader. You can pretty much cash out your crypto no tax, and there is a very big crypto community there, and a lot of crypto traders are moving into Dubai because of all the benefits, and also to the United Arab Emirates, all this blue beautiful place in the world. So man, absolutely, we have a lot of people from Arab countries.
Oh yeah, any country, CM. Any country is accepted. We have no issues with, actually we encourage, everyone to be, friends. So come join wherever you are. No
Sir,
worries,
if
man.
you want to join the VIPs, just scan the QR code and join our VIP service. Okay, it will take you to the WAP. Just choose a service. There, if you trade with big money, let's say more than 100K, and you need personal guidance, coaching, and some private mentoring, one-on-one service, coaching calls, and everything you need on the phone with both of us, check out the Elite VIP with this Q code, sir. Scan this QR code for Elite VIP or the other one for the regular VIP. Okay, what do we have here? Omar, your videos are informative, very professional. It's my first Bora and I'm investor type, not a trader type. When do you think, from your humble point of view, alt season
Point of
could
view.
start? Once the dominance will top out, if you're looking for, again, I'm looking for a crypto season when Bitcoin break out, okay? And many names will run with it. Not maybe many, maybe a few. We're gonna nail them. If you're looking for a proper classic textbook alt season. It will happen when the Bitcoin dominance will start tanking. Okay, at the moment, we don't have any evidence for it, sir. The Moon Boys telling you, hey, it's going to happen today. We don't have any evidence yet for a Bitcoin dominance dump. As you can see, this is a weekly chart. It's just going up, okay? Just going up. This is a weekly chart. So again, you want to see this dominance coming down below this trend line, okay? This trend line could be a rising wedge, but again, you want to see it breaking below it, and then you will see some explosiveness on the altcoin market, just like we had here. Again, that was a little alt season, but nothing like the people are looking for. Nothing like 2021 or 2020 or 2017. So yeah, at the moment, it's not when I think alt season will come. It's when the chart think alt season will come, and when the chart will flash alt season signal, we're gonna know about it. We're gonna know about it, man. We're gonna know about it.
I agree. We can't predict when it will come. And by the way, CM, a lot of people, they like to kind of say, hey, I'm an investor. I'm not a trader. But guys, you all are traders, okay? You just like to be labeled as an investor, as if you are like you bought a part of the company. No, you are trading with a longer time horizon, okay? You want to buy and hold for many months, maybe for longer. That's still trading, okay? You're not investing, you're not buying a part of a company, you're not investing in a seed round, okay? It's people, they don't like to be labeled as traders because they feel trading is only day trading. No, anything that you buy and sell coins, buy and sell share like stocks, you're just a short-term or a long-term trader. You want to be called an investor just because you feel that have good vibes, be my guest. But anyhow, we have a lot of people that are longer-term traders, which they call themselves investors in our, membership. So people, you're asking all these questions. That's beautiful. It means that you have curiosity. It means you want to understand better. But in order to actually make it, maybe you should consider investing not only in a coin, but investing in the knowledge of how to make, gains over and over again in a consistent manner. Okay, so from an educational standpoint, a lot of people neglect that. You should invest in education first, and that's what we do. Okay, so Omar and Eng, Mustafa, all you guys, definitely scan the QR code. You can scan it now. Okay, it's in the upper left or right side of your own screen. I don't know if it's mirrored or not. Go check that out. Okay, because the last leg of the bull market is coming. You need to be positioned well. Okay, you need to be positioned well to it in order not to miss it. And also, an alt season, a wide alt season won't happen. So maybe even if we do have a crypto season, the coins you are holding, okay, are not going to move because you have bad coin selection. And we know that this cycle, coin selection means everything. And CM and I are really good at coin selections because we know how to trade the leaders. So scan the QR code now. Scan it. Go check it out for yourself. And of course, CM, share with them, the footer, the 15% discount that we want to give people that come to our lives. You can check that out and use the 15% discount that, is going to be in the bottom in a second. Here you go. It's the GEM 15 GEM, 15% discount. Go check it out. We're trying to help you to put, an investment in education. Okay. And of course, we share our signals, we share our market updates, we share the coins we trade. We give you everything over there. Okay. So smash the like, come to it, scan the QR code. CM, I need to bounce. Do you want to continue on your own?
You bounce, man. I'm going to just answer a few questions and wrap it up.
Go for it. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. We love you, the audience. I will see you in the next one. Bye, CM.
All right, XLR. Let's look on AXL. Okay, for this guy. Let's see what do we have here. Rubbish, man. Rubbish. Some people will say, oh, it's bottoming out. Yeah, you want to catch a bloody crap? Go for it, man. Not my cup of tea. If you're looking on this coin, man, you need help. And you need help. And it's not surprising, people are not making money this cycle because look what they're buying. Look what they're buying, man. Crap in a bloodbath. This thing is in a bloodbath. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is horrible chart. What else do we have here? Man. Tiki. Nah, the M2 Global, all the clowns on Twitter and everybody are talking about it. For me, it's a bunch of nonsense. So we don't need it. I trade the charts. I don't trade fluff. This is fluff to me. Pengu, yeah, actually was looking good today, but then it got hit by a truck. I actually took a little position. I got stopped out. Look at this. It had a big move up, and now it came back down. Very volatile coin. Probably will continue at some point. At the moment, I got stopped out. So I'm gonna probably reload later once it's gonna look good. At the moment, it's a bit volatile to me. All right. Yeah, guys, do us a favor. Smash the like, please. I have increased my following on X by 1 this week. I have now 4 followers. However, I shared this on X. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. I'm just a stoic man currently reading book on the richest man in Babylon. All right, man. XCN. Let's look on XCN as well. Looks like it kind of cooked. Let's look on it. Last time I was looking on it. It's looking cooked, man. Look at this big chart here, weekly. Again, it needs to do some work. You can see here that maybe it's put in here a bottom, some kind of a bottom, maybe, or maybe it's going to fail down. So for me, not touching it. If it will come up this level, maybe I will start a little position. But again, this looks like the bull run for this coin just happened recently, okay? In January 2025, you had a 20x on this nonsense, okay? So really, expect boring, choppy price action. That's what usually happens after this kind of a price explosion. Unless you see it coming up above this level, then okay, maybe it's ready to go again. For me, it's bunch of waste of time, the XCN rubbish. The richest man in Babylon changed my life. All right. Never read it, but maybe I will order it. I have other. I was reading a lot of trading books. You know, real trading books. Yee. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. You have a wonderful day, wonderful summer. Join our VIP. See you in the next video.